How you guys doing on today? Malachi J. Turner here with you with another episode of The Messenger. Pamela, how you doing? Guys, if you're just coming on, Keisha, how you doing? Good to have you live. Wilfredo, how you doing? Guys, comment your name and where it is that you're coming in from. Today we're talking about failing forward. Okay, we're talking about failing forward. First thing I want you all to do is if you're on an iPhone, in the top right-hand corner of the screen, click turn on my live notifications. Okay, if you're on a PC, turn on my live notifications. It doesn't matter. Derek, Courtney, Melanie, how you guys doing? Comment where you're coming in from. I would love to know where you guys are all located, where I am connected with, the people that I'm connected with. Today we're talking about a very important message about failing forward. Okay, failing forward. Janelle, how you doing? Veronica, okay, from Alangapo City. Okay, Santiago, how you doing? Okay, Pamela is from Austell. Okay, Glow, how you doing? Good to have you on. Today we're talking about failing forward. Very, very important message. Keisha is from Greenville. Okay, hello from Wisconsin. Okay. Okay, guys, I am calling in from Sacramento, California. Okay. West Coast, aka I always like to call it the best coast. Today we're talking about failing forward. Okay, guys, I just want to say that if you like the video, give me a like. If you really like it, comment, share, whatever it may be. We're about to get into the message for today, which is failing forward. Okay, very, very important message. Okay, Gio Jerez, Mike, how you doing? Here's the thing, guys. When we're talking about failing forward, what do I mean by that? I mean that knowledge, okay, knowledge, it comes at a price, okay? It's not always free. Sometimes it is, yes, right? That's the knowledge that you get from a mentor. That's the knowledge that you get from personal development, reading books, okay, watching a movie, okay? It's the kind of knowledge. Dominic Daniels, how you doing, brother? Jana, how you doing? From Norfolk, Virginia, I remember. We're talking about failing forward, okay? Failing forward. How many of you know that knowledge is not always free? Okay, knowledge comes at a price, okay? Knowledge comes at a price. Sometimes you can get it for free, but sometimes, how many of you know that you have to get your hands dirty, okay? You cannot always read it in a book exactly what you need to do. Otherwise, you would be where it is that you want to be, okay? If all it took was the knowledge that you could learn from literally reading, okay, or watching, you would be where it is that you need to be. Sometimes you need less theory and more practical. What do I mean by that? You have to fail forward. Okay, sometimes you have to get that knowledge from actually learning and failing. Yes, okay, the price that comes with that knowledge is risk. When you're seeking knowledge, sometimes you've got to take a risk, okay? Blessed and highly favored. How you doing, Dominic? Shelly, how you doing? Where are you guys coming in from? Put that in the comments. Okay, if you're watching it live, put a 1 in the comments. If you're watching the replay, put a 2 in the comments. Okay, we're talking about failing forward. Failing forward. You cannot be afraid to fail. Okay, and when we're talking about failing forward, let's talk about a guy. His name, you may have heard of him. His name is Thomas Edison. Okay, how many of you guys know Thomas Edison? Okay, if you've ever heard of a man called Thomas Edison, put it in the comments, okay? Put a 1 in the comments. Thomas Edison, okay? Thomas Edison, for those of you who do not know, he created the light bulb, okay? He created the light bulb, something that we all know about and use today, okay? The light bulb. How many of you guys know how many times he actually tried and failed before he successfully created the light bulb? How many of you know that it took him 999 different ways to fail at making the light bulb before he actually made it work? What am I trying to say to you guys? Get the message. Okay, you've got to fail forward. He knew in the back of his head that all he would have to do is fail enough times. Each failure was getting closer to the real answer. Okay? He didn't quit after the first time. He didn't say, oh, well, this didn't work the first week. Okay, so I'm going to stop. He didn't say, oh, my goodness, this didn't work the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time. He kept going, okay? And it is said that it is 999 ways that he knows that the light bulb will not work. And that is how he had his finish over 1,000 times. Okay, there it is, over 1,000 times to get it right. Okay, but when it got it right, it was worth it because he revolutionized the world. He changed the world with that concept. Okay, so what I'm saying is fail forward. Okay? Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. And what I'm saying, guys, is some of us are scared to do things. Some of us are afraid of trying new things, okay, because we're afraid of the risk. Okay, we don't want to get involved with things that involve risk. But the problem with that is you go through life playing it safe, but how many of you know that you don't get do-overs at this thing called life? You don't get a second chance. You don't get to get this time back. You don't get to get these years back. You can always make more money. One thing you can never get back is your time. Okay? So I would say to you guys today is go through life, okay, taking as many risks as possible and as soon as possible because you cannot get this time back. Okay? You've got to take more risks. Stop going through life playing it so safe. Okay? You've got to take more risk. Janelle, how you doing? Dominic, absolutely. Glow, happy Sunday. Okay, and so I want to say, guys, that really, okay, if we're talking about risk, the biggest risk in life, this is what I want to leave you guys with. The biggest risk in life is taking no risk at all. Okay? Instead of being afraid of risk, instead of being afraid of failure, okay, and getting discouraged after you failed the second year, the third year. Maybe it's been 10 years, you're still failing. How many of you guys know you've got to develop the heart of a champion? Okay, the heart of a champion is a light that does not flicker. It does not turn off. It's constant. It's constant. The heart of a champion is a light, okay, that does not turn off. It's constant. And so the biggest risk in life is taking no risk at all. Take as many risks as you guys can. Fail forward, and it does not matter where you're at in the process. Eventually, it's got to happen. Okay, run out of ways to fail. The only way you can fail is if you quit. That's the only way. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is number 13 of The Messenger. Okay, in the top right-hand corner, turn on my live notifications, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.